Yesterday I swapped out this PC's motherboard because the BIOS on this motherboard became completely corrupted because it shut off when our customer was trying to install a brand new BIOS version. And because this board doesn't have a dual BIOS option nor a BIOS flashback button, we had to pull out our customer's old board and put in a brand new one. And although doing that made this PC work, it doesn't answer why this board actually shut off in the first place. Because our customer said they didn't do it. They didn't pull power nor lose power in their house or anything like that. Rather, the system just shut off on them. So what caused that? Well, do we just have like a bad power supply? No. See, what I think is actually going on here is that the system was overheating. Because if we actually take a look at the temperatures right now, we can see that we're idling about 69 degrees Celsius. And the second we put the system under load, we instantly go to about 90 degrees Celsius and start thermal throttling really bad. We're below 2000 megahertz on a Ryzen 7 5800X, and if a PC can't drop its temperatures by thermal throttling, which is when a CPU drops its requested input voltage to go ahead and hopefully lower temperatures, it will just shut itself off. Protect that CPU. So what exactly is going on here? Because I know it's not thermal paste or a bad mount because we just repasted this cooler. I'm pretty confident we just have a failing pump on our hands, because although you can feel it vibrating, despite us having it set to run at full speed, it feels like almost no fluid is running through these tubes, which is what's causing us to see a CPU temperature of 79 degrees Celsius in the BIOS. So to get this fixed, let's go ahead and pull off the front cover, which allows us to unscrew and pull out our customer's AIO. And I think I now know why this AIO failed. Because if I just give it a little shake, I'm not sure if you just heard that, but there's a ton of sloshing going around, which means there's a significant amount of air inside of this loop, likely due to evaporation, which has caused this AIO to become incredibly ineffective. And that now makes sense why it felt like there was no fluid being pushed through the system despite the pump running. So now that we know what caused it, we can install this brand new NZXT Kraken 240 by first mounting the radiator up front and then installing the water block and getting it plugged in. With this new cooler now installed, check out these temps. We went from idling in the high 60s to the 30s. And what's even more impressive, instead of overheating, thermal throttling, and eventually shutting off, now under load we are sitting in the mid 70s. So the fact that that old cooler is bad means that this board basically bricked itself. Because in order to protect the CPU, it basically sacrificed itself.